Om Shanti. So today's topic is power of realization. Right? Each one of us have some kind of a greater realization happened in the life. It could be in any field, at home, at work, right? So this power of realization would help us to bring change in our life, right? There are many old beliefs, old sanskars. It's automatic. We just behave the way we know stuff. We've been doing it. But power of realization would help us to bring that change in our life. It would be a big, important power to bring a transformation in our life. So, as we have two worlds, outside world, outer world, and inner world, right? Most of the time, this inner world has been neglected. We are so busy doing everything what we see in the outer world. We are so busy achieving the good position, so busy achieving good education, a nice house, nice car, right? But we forgot all about the inner world. What is it with if inside we are empty and we have everything outside? It doesn't fulfill anything, right? We still feel empty. When we return from that busyness, we return to the emptiness. And that's what it's really leading to the depression, right? In Raj Yoga meditation, what we learn here, it would really help little by little healing that inner world, filling that inner world with love, happiness, and that spirituality would really help us, right? So word realization has the meaning of realization within it. Real I. Real I. Who am I? Right? Who am I? Who is that real that I am? Right? And the other word is real I, means the third eye. Right? To see the things through my third eye. Right? Divine intellect, you can say, or you can say the inner intuition. The inner self is always guiding me to the right direction. But am I listening? We really need to ask ourselves that inner self, that third eye, is always telling us, do this, this is the right way to do it. But when we do it more often, override it, that yeah, that's okay, everyone is doing this way, right? So then that third eye stop reacting. It's just automatic, it happens, and that's what it's become, our sanskar and habits, right? So that realization, power of realization is very important to transform myself, to transform my life, to transform my inner world and outer world, right? So if I say everyone would have a dream of life of perfection, happiness, peace, right? This is what the real their dream is for each one of us. And this could bring into the reality through the power of realization. Yeah? So love, peace, happiness, this has all been lost. Why? Because we are looking this into the temporary things, which today, yes, we have it, but tomorrow it's not there. And so we lost our peacefulness. So we are dependent all of this on the temporary things. So that big realization is very important. So if I ask myself, who am I? Right? Until I had this knowledge, I used to say, yes, this is my name, This is my position. This is what I do. This is my nationality. All this, which is connected with the body. That's what I was, identifying myself. But who am I really? So then I come to know, after the coming to the Raj Yoga meditation, I am a point of light. I am that pure consciousness, a loving being which has 7 qualities, 8 powers, and it, as it says in the Gita, it's immortal, right? It cannot burn through the fire. It cannot touch, the water cannot touch it. The sword cannot cut it, right? So that's what, who am I? That's my real identity. That's my truth. Truth which never change. Never change. Truth doesn't need a proof, right? That's the truth. I believe it, I know it, I don't know it, but that is my truth, right? So once I know that, who am I? To build the relationship, I need to know, right? I need to know the person. I need to know what is the quality of the person. Then I can build the relationship, right? Today's in the chaotic world. Why is it so chaotic? Because the first relation, me to me, has been lost. We have forgotten. So that's why our inner world is also has been very empty. So it's very important to build that relation with the self. And how can I build it? What do I do to have that beautiful relationship with myself? And that's where the Raj Yoga meditation would help us. When I know who am I, when I know that I have all these virtues within myself, it's just merged. I need to bring it on my consciousness, right? Bring it into my actions. If I know it, if I have the knowledge of it, if I have that realization of it, that's when it really comes out in my action. That's when my relationships can get beautiful with myself as well as the relationship outside. My performance can get better, right? I would be most peaceful being. I will be loving to myself. We are always, if we open like most of our minds, when we in the world, when we open their minds, we will see it that they don't like themselves. And that's why they are looking from around, from the other people, that they do something so they like them, right? They're looking for it from outside. But first we need to fulfill that within ourselves. If I love myself, I'm content, then everyone around me will automatically do that, right? It's also called self-respect. So that's very important. Now, power of realization is also, we learn from our own mistakes. There is many types of realization, self-realizations, and there are many other realizations. That when we do some mistakes, then we realize it. Oh, this is not the right way to do it. There is an aha moment, and then there is a painful moment, right? That this is not the right way to do it. And we understand, realize it, and next time when we do the same task, we improve ourselves, right? So that's also the realization. So it's very important to have that self-awareness, that what I really need to change. That's the most important. Self-awareness, right? Now, once I know who am I, once I know I need to change, certain way. But if I am in that comfort zone, it's hard for me to change it, right? It's old way of doing things from years and years. It's just we do it without thinking, and it's auto mode, and it's a comfort zone. We are so afraid to step out of that comfort zone. Even though we realized it, we keep doing the same mistakes again and again and again. What do I do to come out of that comfort zone? What do I do? Meditation, yes. That's very important. To regain my own powers, which I have forgotten, right? If we say as a soul, as a 7 qualities, 7 virtues, also the soul has 3 faculties, and one of that is a sanskar, right? And that sanskar, there are 5 types of sanskar. And one of that has, through the determination, I change my sanskar. 5 types is, one is I get it through my parents. The second is my original one, peace, purity, love, bliss, powers, right? Those my original sanskars. To behave through my original is my second one. Third one is I do gain it through the surrounding, through my friends, through my company, right? Then fourth one is through my determination. Yeah. And fifth one is I bring it back from the old, the before, life before. There are many children who does excellent piano, excellent math. All that is because of past life, yeah. So the fifth sanskar is the one is through the determination. And through that determination, I have a power. I am able to change it. My old sanskar, the old way of thinking, old way of behaving, old way of doing things, right? So come out of that comfort zone. That could help me, right? What else? What else can help me to come out of that comfort zone? The next zone is a fear zone. Why, how, what, all that options will come in the fear zone, right? So realization is one as a courage as the other, the determination, right? To come out of that fear of comfort zone, that fear zone, to step into that fear zone is very important. To overcome my own fear. That's the only way I will learn it. And after the fear zone, it comes the learning zone. That's when I learn something new, something innovative, something positive, some newness in my life. That's very important, right? So learning zone. And then after the learning zone, it is growth zone. And that's when I receive the success. It's waiting for me right there, right? So the comfort zone needs to step out. If I do one time and I see the reward, I reach up to the growth zone, then 1 time, 2 time, and then it's easier for me, right? So it's very important. After the realization, I must transform myself, right? Those hurt and sorrow, no one likes it. We all want to be peaceful. We all want to be happy. And for that, I need to know myself. I need to transform myself. That's the only way. I cannot change anyone else. I can guide them, but cannot change them. As the God gives us knowledge, what to do, how to do it. It's my realization. It's me who has to take the steps out of that comfort zone. So there is always a saying in the knowledge that Raj Yoga meditation we learn. It says, if I take one step, the Supreme Soul will take 1,000 steps. So that's me taking out of the step from the comfort zone. Right? So it's very important. After realization, the transformation happens. Now there are few steps also when I do realize, when I do have understanding of something needs to change. That step is self-awareness. That yes, I know now this needs to change. That's the awareness that needs to bring something newness in it. The second step is self-understanding. Why do I do this? And how do I do it? How can I change it? Right? And then third one comes the self-love. Embrace myself, accept myself the way I am. We criticize ourselves so much, right? It's either in the ego personality or either in the inferiority complex. Neither one is doing any good to us. So love, self-love is very important, right? Self-exploring, right? When I'm coming out of the comfort zone, there is always something new. That's what I'm fear about. I feared, right? That fearfulness comes that what will happen? How will happen? I don't know this. How will I learn it? Right? So that's like self-exploration, right? After all these steps, then it comes the self-transformation. So it's all about me, right? I'm not working on anyone else. I'm not trying to change anyone else. I am only working on myself. And that's what is the self-realization, the power of realization. Right? And after that self-transformation comes self-master. Self-master is I take the responsibility. What happened to me? I take responsibility, my own emotions. I take responsibility with my relationship with myself as well as with others. Right? If I'm loving and humble to myself, my outer interaction with the other relations will be the same. It will be the same. That's what it's reflect really outside. What I feel inside, what I reflect outside. So that's the self-mastery, right? So I will share an experience that happened in the Madhuban, which is our headquarters. One of our leader, we call her Dadi Prakashmani. So she was very loving to each one of them. It could be either a man, woman, child, from any background. Right? She's always so loving to each one of them. And her way of interaction is the same. It's not like because very higher position she will react differently. No, it's the same. It comes from the pure consciousness, the way she interacts, right? So one morning, what happens that there was a big kitchen with like 20,000 people to cook, right? And so one sevadari, one brother who saw a big pan of water, he thinks that it's water, so he turned it over. He was trying to clean up things, right? He didn't realize it. He thought it's a water, but it was really the syrup for gulab jambu. It was a big, huge pan, the sugar syrup, right? Now everyone around him, he was like, what did you do? This is a big loss now. This is not right, right? So he was so afraid. He realized his mistake, that he did something wrong. But also he was so fearful that what is next? What's going to happen? And he was new. He just came a few months ago. So he didn't know what will be the results. So after a few hours, Dadi Prakash Mani calls him. He's ready with his bag. He's so afraid. He kind of thought that he has to go. He has to leave today. That's it. This is it. When Dadi Prakash Mani called him, he said, "Are you okay? Everything okay? Do you like here?" Like all of his well-being questions that she asked, right? And then she gave him a toli and she said, "Okay, Om Shanti." Right? What did she do there? When she wanted to make him realize it, instead of yelling, instead of, getting angry, what did she do? So much love, so much respect, right? How did she do that? She has so much of pure consciousness. She has so much of attention for the self, that what is my reaction? How do I make him comfortable? How do I make him realize his mistake? Not by yelling, right? So that brother he's still there in Madhuban. He never left, but he realized his mistake. So it's always, in our teaching, it comes when we need to give someone the realization, or you can say punishment. It doesn't go with the harsh word, but it goes with the lots of power. It goes with the lots of power. That power will help them to transform, right? Instead of words, vibrations. That will help that soul to change, to realize, to transform. So that's very important, right? It's like an example of a plant of a rose, right? We put a dirt by the roots, right? That smells bad, like a dirt, you can say the moch, whatever we put, it doesn't smell good. But the rose itself, really beautiful, right? It's nice. The results is nice, right? So similar here in this negative world which is full of peacelessness, we are the one learning the Raj Yoga meditation. We are the one realizing ourselves, radiating that peaceful, pure vibrations in the universe, helping other souls to get transformed, right? Whatever we radiate, whatever we do, we radiate the vibration, it really affects others. For an example, if we are around child, we feel so good. Why? Because child is so pure, and our pure, within ourselves, the purity emerge. So that child brings out the purity, right? But if we are determined to have that virtues always emerged, if someone is very angry in front of me, I'll be still able to vibrate that vibrations of peaceful purity, all that vibrations, and then his vibration will change, right? So that's the power of realization. Yeah, I'm going to share this quote that I got it in the blessing. It's so beautiful. Power of realization. When I realize that it's up to me, that no one else can set me free. When I realize that it's up to me, that no one else can set me free. So it's me who is responsible for all the burdens to make it light. It's my choice. I want it to be light, or I wanted to carry all that burdens of negativity, right? It's only me who can set myself free. That I must firstly to myself be kind, that I must firstly to myself be kind, to set about and change my mind. To set about and change my mind. It's me who I have to tell, I love you. I am enough for you. I'm always there for you. You don't need anyone else. Right? We always need that assurance, right? And that I need to fulfill myself. I am humbled by the power inside. I am humbled by the power inside. My eyes now open, large and wide. I am humbled by the power inside. My eyes now open, large and wide. That's the aha moment after the big realization that I am not this body. I am more than this body, a pure consciousness, right? And I'm full of those powers and virtues, and I'm able to do what I want, right? Upon this awareness, I must act. Upon this awareness, I must act to deliver the most abundant impact. Upon this awareness, I must act to deliver the most abundant impact. So when I really behave and act from my true self, my true pure being, I'm able to bring the change outside, right? So really, my behavior should be coming out of the pure consciousness, right? Not from that egoist consciousness, because everyone are playing their role. Everyone are playing their role according to their script, according to their costumes. Costume is what? The 5-element body, right? Script is what? Their dialogues. And also they come with the set of emotions. This is all they come here to play their role, right? Same as me, I also came here to play my role. What is the most important? To record all the positive, all the nice things on this soul, the point of light. It records it, right? And that's always there. People will not be there. The experience will be always imprinted. That goes with me. So my aim as a playing role is to record the best role that I can play, right? So power of realization is the power to transform, power to bring the self-awareness, power to have the self-mastery, right? And so when I change myself, when I transform myself, I'm able to improve my outside world. I am acting, behaving, reacting, giving the response from my true self. Since now I know myself, I have that positive relationship with myself. I know my powers. I know what I can do in this negative world, right? So the vibration is very, very important. What am I radiating? Am I radiating the peaceful, pure, powerful vibration? because that's really reach out before my words, right? So realization of not making the same mistake again, realize from that mistake, right? And change it, transform it. And that's how I can bring the positivity in this world. Yes, now we'll do the meditation. Relax. Sit comfortably. Ask yourself, who am I? I, the soul, point of light, master of what I think, what I speak, and my actions. I realize myself. I am a point of light. I realize I, the peace, radiating peaceful vibrations around me. I realize it's only me who is responsible for my own actions. I, the soul, radiating the pure love in the universe. I, the soul, has the power to transform my inner world as well as outer world. I realize it. The relationship, the loving, pure, and peaceful with myself. I, the soul, has power to bring change in this world. I, who is my best friend, who is my best companion, always ready to listen to me. If something bothering me, I can share with myself. I am always there for myself. I tell myself that I'm your best friend. I'm your companion. Gives me courage to transform myself. I, the pure being, radiates that pure vibrations of peace, love in the universe. I, the point of light, have a self-realization that I'm immortal. I, the soul, am imperishable. And so I realize that my happiness is not dependent on the labels. Happiness is my original quality. No one can take my peace. I am the embodiment of peace. Power of realization is very powerful. The self-transformation the relation with myself transformed. I realize my limitless happiness is within me. I, the soul, is determined to come out of that fear zone, learn new things, transform myself, and bring the newness in myself, my relation, my performance. I, the soul, am a pure, peaceful, happy being, not depend on anything limited. And I realize self-transformation will bring world transformation. Om Shanti. Shanti, anyone has any question? Yes. So the relationship, if I improve with myself, the relationship outside will automatically improve.
About the relationship to take the responsibility, right? So how
So
for this particular matter?
so each one of has come here as an actor.
Yes.
Each one of has a costume to play the role. Each one of us has the script. You can say the script of dialogues or script of emotions. They are doing their best. My part is to play my role best. I cannot change the other's role. I need to focus on my role, and my focus has to be the role that I'm playing. It's also recording. That has to be the best one.
That is not a responsibility though.
So my responsibility is to improve my relationship with myself. And so the other relation will automatically improve. Why am I radiating the peacelessness or not content? Why? Because I am inside, is feeling that. If I will fulfill that, what will I radiate? Peace and happiness. So it's my responsibility. Because if there is a car going on the road, right, going very slow, and then I'm getting mad or angry, but then when I read it on the car, it says it's a student driver, or whatever the reason they are driving, the reason is written there, then we have sympathy. Why? Because we know now why they are driving slow. Other person who is playing their role, we don't know why they are playing that. So to understand it, to have the sympathy, to give them power instead of negativity, negative vibration. So to bring the positivity, bring the peacefulness, harmony in the relationship, it is my responsibility.
Okay, in that sense, not the because when I thought you said that responsibility in the relations. That's what you said.
Responsibility to bring the positivity is my
Okay.
responsibility.
Now I got
Yes.
it. All right. The other question, the last question is that you said that like the certain thing, you showed me the 5 steps, right, to
Right.
remove the sanskar. That was fantastic. The only thing I don't understand in that hierarchy is that, um, some are, through DNA and some are through my past karma and all that. That's yes. But some of the sanskar that, I have is like, say, for instance, waking late. Like I can't wake up. I don't do 4 o'clock. I cannot do it. I've tried. I'm not able to do it. How can I improve that one? That is only one thing. There might be a several also, which I don't want to talk about. So can you please elaborate on that one, please?
So that's your comfort zone. You yourself telling yourself that I'm not able to do it or it's impossible for me. So change that. I will do it and I'm powerful and I'm able to do it. Simple. Simple. That's affirmation. That's the first step. But it's okay. You don't have to self criticize for it. No, that's not the way. You will do it at 5 o'clock. That's okay. You'll do it at 6 o'clock. That's okay. But once, if you will wake up at 4, the reward for it will automatically make you to wake up at 4.
So I'll tell my story and then you can give me how can I improve it. So since so many years, on the particular on the weekends, I was waking at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So since 8 months I've been with BKS, there is enormous change. On the last 3 days actually, I decided to wake up early on 3 long weekend, which is like in my lifetime I've never done it. And I did myself sitting in the balcony at like 5 o'clock in the morning because 4 I missed it. I did myself. I lighted the candles and I was doing for 1.5 hour meditation. Amazing experience. But still I'm not able to do it 4 o'clock. The other reason is that because I am commuting as well. So
I'll share my experience. My job was 8 in the morning to 10 at night. And I was a new BK. And the job was very stressful. All day long on my feet. What I did was meditation every 15 minutes, for 30 seconds, for 5 seconds, for 10 seconds. And it gave me the amazing experience. Instead of that busyness, whenever I return to myself, it's so peaceful because I'm filling myself with that meditation, the inner world, with so much peace. So when I'm returning from that busyness to my inner world, to myself, to my true self, that peace really regenerated me, really gave me the power to work going forward. And I did 4 o'clock meditation every day, even though I have to go to work 8 to 10, because I was keeping up with my meditation, returning back to my true self. I was not tired. So it's really what I feel within myself, what I am determined to do it, find the way to do it. If you wanted to do it, you can do it. Slowly, gradually, that's okay. The change won't happen.
actually,
Yes.
yeah. But I've started also doing TC because one of my colleague is also BK. So we both are telling each other. So that's phenomenal. And it's really, my affirmation and all those things. It's like amazing. My 8 hours just goes past like that. So I understand, what you're telling actually. I've been doing this almost like a 1.5 month and it's
That's
amazing.
good. Excellent.
And so many things has been cut down, in the job and everywhere. The only thing is that this thing still I'm not able to do it. And I hope, I will still at that point, I guess.
You
somewhere.
do meditation for yourself.
I do.
So giving, you probably do the meditation for relation, for others, also give the very powerful vibrations to yourself too.
What do you mean?
Do the meditation for yourself for next day that you will wake up at 4 o'clock.
I see. That I've never done it.
So give the power for yourself to do it. Try it. Newness.
Yes.
Come out of the comfort zone.
So the last thing that, I do if I meditation by myself, I know you do the point of light and all that, I've done it, every so many times. So if I do myself, is it okay at 5 o'clock?
Oh, yeah.
Or we have to always do it at 4 o'clock together?
So if we do in the together,
Yeah.
in the group, it's a lot powerful. It's very powerful. You can do it by yourself, but what I felt it, what everyone else experiences, when we do it in the group, it's more uplifting. So group would be better, but if you're not able to do it, 5 o'clock is the best too.
So I do it silently, like,
That's fine.
and I just do that, in my mind.
Commentary, that's fine too. Yes, that's okay. The experience is most important. Doesn't matter how you do it. Yes, so that's important.
I think I'm getting that sweetness of that. So
Yes.
now because of that, now I'm getting actually at the bed like early. That never happened before.
That's good. Perfect.
Thank you.
Yep. Excellent. Thank you. It's good. Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.